Hey everyone, just a weekly update on my tanks. It's the Molly tank. Hey Siri, turn up music. She never listens to me. Siri, turn off music. Thank you. Anyways, just an update on my tanks. It's the Molly tank. Funny story about this gravel. When I moved into this place 5 years ago, there was a little 29-gallon tank sitting in the shed with a whole bunch of this, what would you call it, pet store gravel in it. And at the time I just thought, you know what, I'm new to the hobby, I'll use it. Old aquarium, old gravel, and this gravel's been in this tank for 5 years under my control. And as much as I don't like the pink, blues, and greens, it's doing a job, I guess. Looks pretty. There is live plants growing in it. Obviously, the colored rock is inert. Doesn't do much help for plants other than locking it into the substrate. But you can see in this tank, everybody's doing fine. Lots of algae built up on the glass. You can see streaks in it, and that would be because of, where is he? There he is. This little guy here. I got a whole bunch of these little trumpet snails in here. They usually just come out at night. I think they're nocturnal, but it's funny when you're up early enough before the lights come on and you come out here and you look on the black glass. They're everywhere. There's hundreds of them. You see, I've got a fair amount of duckweed and floating plants on this tank, much more than I like. I've got some pothos growing out of this tank. All right, let's move on to the 10-gallon shrimp tank. I've got a couple of these, I don't know what you'd call them, spider plants. Put them in there about a month ago. They're alive. Top of this tank is absolutely littered with duckweed. Oh, and I had an old lily plant that I got at the drugstore. Just threw the cup in here, and it's actually having a comeback. So anyways, in this tank are nothing but shrimp. It's my Skittles tank. I threw some food in here a couple hours ago and they're still doing their thing, but this is an ugly tank by anyone's standards. Some lava rock here. I got a Buddha head. That's the back of it. It's got its head blown out. And then a bunch of, not moss, but algae growing on the bottom of the tank, and a bunch of floaters. You know, I've always wanted to weed out the floaters, but the shrimp absolutely love the floating plants. And of course, now's the one time that I can't get a picture of a shrimp out there, but they absolutely love it. Moving down to this 29-gallon tank again. Duckweed, you love it, you hate it. I'm at the point where I'm starting to dislike it a lot. I had this surface skimmer in here. It was doing its job on the clearing out some of the duckweed, but you know what? The shrimps absolutely love it in this tank. No lie. I've got a bunch of juvenile shrimps absolutely everywhere. This tank here has got about a half-inch of garden soil on the bottom of it, tapped off with a sand substrate. I know this looks terrible. Zoom in. But it tells the story. And if you have patience and trust in the tank, just read the story. Listen to what it has to say. This tank has got tons of shrimps. Again, they're all juveniles. The Vallicin area in here has absolutely taken off. I planted one sprig of it over in this left-hand corner over here. And it has just done its thing. You can see there's a runner. Oh, there's another one over there, so you'll see new, oh, there it is right there. You'll see new sprigs shoot up there. The shrimp like it. As an aquascaper, you might learn to hate it. But this tank was never aquascaped. I thrown in a random bunch of plants. My first attempt at having a shrimp only tank, and well, I shouldn't say shrimp only. It has its fair share of pond snails or pest snails or whatever you want to call it. I'm not necessarily fond of them, but they do a job. They do a job. They help break down things in your tank. So yeah. Oh, ouch. Look at all of these shrimp in this feeding dish. It's amazing. Doing their job. What's new? What's new? Oh, this guy's new. This little one's new. My friend bought this for me. Said, you need a better. So she got me this little guy here. Right now he's just in a little, I don't know what this is, 2.5 gallon starter tank of sort. But yeah, he's fascinating. He's like a little puppy dog. So I'm gonna grow him into a 5-gallon tank for him and possibly introduce some new friends. You can see he's eating that. Alright. onto the 55-gallon. It's my first goldfish. He's, you can notice, he's got one eye. I got him from the fish store when he was just like an inch long. I didn't realize that he only had one eye. So he's been with me now for 3.5 years. And I've got him in this 55-gallon along with all of the baby angelfish that have grown up. I try and keep this tank at 75, 76 degrees. The goldfish prefers cold water. Obviously, the angelfish prefer warmer water. And I'm not able to aquascape this tank or put fresh plants in it. Although I do have one real plant in this, but this little guy likes to eat them all. So you can see the algae on the glass. I've got 6 or 8 narrow-eyed snails that live a happy life in this tank, and I've got some corridors down below. I've got some golden cories, 2 of them. I actually have a breeding pair in this tank, although they've never been able to breed because of the inhabitants of this tank. But yeah, I do have a breeding pair of these. Can't find the other guy right now, but the rest of these are just fake plants because the angelfish need some monocyte breakups. Otherwise, they like to get a little bit jousty with each other. So, yeah. I guess that's this update, this month's update. Oh, and I throw some of these floating plants in here. And duckweed. You'll never guess. This guy and the angelfish love eating duckweed. They absolutely love eating duckweed. Boom. There goes another one. So they grazes that in between meals, and they're happy. Here it comes again. Who knew angelfish love duckweed? Now we know. Anyways, that's it for tonight. I'm not doing but well. These beds are kicking in. I'm a little bit shaky. This is my happy place. You can hear in the background diving for duckweed. So, anyways, I'm out. Hope you're all well. Be kind to each other. Have a good day. Bye-bye.